Okay, some of you have asked about the collage and how big it needs to be and how many images need to be included. The best way to to share that information is to show you how I would like you to create. If you choose to do the option with the collage, here's how I would like you to create it. So go into your Google Drive and you're going to create a new, and you are actually going to create a Google Drawings. So go ahead and open up Google Drawings. Now, when Google Drawings opens up, okay, and finishes loading, what you can do, go to File and go to Page Setup that you see here. When you click on Page Setup, the standard is going to be for ratio 4:3. I want you to change that to Custom, and I want it to be 8.5 by 11, which is the standard size of a piece of paper. Okay, so apply. So now you can see your whole page here. This is the size. If you've never used Google Drawings before, it's a very easy tool to use. It allows you to put images, text boxes, all of that into a really easy file to access. In order to add images, you simply go here to Insert Image. And if you're looking for images, if you've saved images on your computer, you can upload them from your computer, or you can search the web. And the reason I like search the web is because these pictures that come up on search the web, they're already, there's no copyright violations. If you are using an image from here, they are already licensed and you can use them. You're free to share them. And so when you look for an image, okay, let's just say I was looking for mountains, okay, you'll find the mountains. All you have to do is pull it onto your Google Drawings, okay. Now, keep in mind, you want more on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. You're going to want more than 6 or 7 images. And so you're going to need to have a few images. And so you're going to, make it smaller. You can use the little dot up here to catty corner it. If you want to turn one sideways, you do need to fill all available space here. Okay, so don't leave any extra space here. You can overlap parts of pictures if you need to. Okay, so I could pull this one in and then I could pull this one in beside of it if I wanted to, so that I can just continue to pull images in. And if they overlap a little bit, that's okay because that's what a collage does. Okay, I am going to give you one hint about making pictures bigger or smaller. Notice I never pull from the sides or the bottom. This distorts the image. Notice how it makes the mountains look longer, which is not how they truly looked. Okay, and so let me put it back to how it was. And so if you pull from the corners, you can pull it proportional. Same way with shrinking it. If you shrink it from the corners, that makes it also shrink proportionately so it doesn't look weird. If you've ever seen a picture that you've had and you've pulled it from the bottom or the sides, uh, just to kind of give you an idea, if I pulled this one down, notice how it blurs. If I pull it out, notice, it kind of looks weird when you pull the pictures. That's because you're not pulling it proportionally. So pull from the corners, okay? Overlap pictures. You can give them borders if you want them to stand out and really separate from each other, which is a really neat idea to do because that way they stand out. Notice when you didn't have borders on there, that they kind of blended together. It looked, they didn't stand out as much. Even a 1 point border will give it definition. So I would prefer for you to use borders when you click on a picture. Border type is you can use different types of borders if you would like. I want you to make sure that these stand out. This assignment is not just for content of the civil rights movement. This is also an opportunity to practice a skill. And so each one of those assignments was a different skill that to focus on. So if you chose the collage, this is using Google Drawings, which is becoming a more and more popular method of putting pictures and images and things like that into Google Docs and Google Slides, is to use Google Drawings to create those. And so this is a skill that you're going to be able to continue to use in other classes next year. You're going to be able to use in the future. And so the things I'm asking you to do, please do those things. So when you put the images in, I would search the web. Okay, if you have photos in your drive or whatever, that's fine. To put text boxes in, although there should be no text boxes on this dot, on the drawing here, this should simply be your collage. But same kind of concept. If there was a text box, you would simply put a text box in. You can also add shapes. And you can actually, the cool thing about this is that kind of makes your collage a little different. Is like I can pull a shape in, and it's the blue background is the default. If I go up here to the paint bucket, I can simply make it transparent, and then you don't see that. And then what I can do is pull a picture in on top of that. Okay. And let's say I wanted it to look like it was in the bubble. So I'm going to pull it here. I am going to go and notice when I click on a picture, say I wanted it to be in the bubble. So I would click on my picture. I would right click. Under order, I would click send to back. And then that way, it just gives it a little different. I can make my bubble. Okay, just like this. I can make my line bigger. Go with a 12-point line. That kind of thing. It just gives it, you can use the different shapes and you can give this a little bit more creativity to your work. Okay. It's not going to be perfect. Notice that the thought bubble that's going to come on the outside. Okay. And that's okay. There are tools to get rid of that, but right now we're just going to focus on basic functions. Okay. But use your creativity here. Really play around with the tools. When you finish, make sure you title this. Okay. Collage, civil rights. Okay. Same way you would title any other doc. Now, the very last important step in this is that you need to, it automatically is saved in your drive, which is great. But I want it in a certain, I want you to do this before you turn it in, is that you need to go to the share features here. And right here where it says get shareable link. Okay, when you click on, it's not working here. There we go. Where it says anyone at Mount Airy City Schools with link can view. Okay, I would like the ability to edit. And the reason I ask for that is because what I'm going to do with your pictures is I'm going to download them as a photo and I'm going to use them for my examples next year, next semester. Our history classes are changing, but this is one activity, this is one assignment that I'm going to keep and that I'm going to continue to use. And so I want to build a portfolio of a few examples. And so you're going to be those examples. And so I want to be able to download it as a picture file. And so I need to be able to go in and have access to it. So please, 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 when you've named it, go into the share feature and click on get shareable link. And then it will automatically default to can view. Simply click can view and change it to can edit. And then when you click done, once you upload it into Google Classroom, I will be able to edit it, which gives me the ability to download it as a JPEG file or a PNG file. Okay. All right. If there's any other questions, please let me know. But thank you for choosing the collage, and I look forward to seeing your finished product.